when I say this out loud, it sounds really weird, but just hear me out. I want to try to build a house shaped like a donut in The Sims. It's almost like a round walls challenge, but just extreme mode because all of the walls are round. So when I say donut, kind of what I mean is that we'll build some sort of big circle, we'll delete the interior walls, and then we'll put a smaller circle inside of it as well. This is where it gets kind of complicated because, as we know, round walls are sort of a nightmare to deal with. But if I remove the ceiling on this part, I've got that rounded section in the middle. We could maybe make it smaller. I'm actually not sure if this would even work. Yeah, I think that's the minimum size. Okay, it does get a little bit icky because the roof is all messed up. That's why the lighting got weird in here all of a sudden. It thinks that it's outside, even though it's obviously not, just because of these holes in the roof. But that can't be helped. We can't really do anything about that. I mean, I guess we could maybe try and put it on top of it and build some sort of custom roof shape. Can you not even do this? Oh my god. Do you think if I build my own like little custom pieces, it'll be fine? It might look a little bit weird from the exterior, but that's fine. Oop. I'd rather have it have better lighting inside and then look slightly odd from the roof. And that way it looks like it's actually inside when it's inside. Okay, so this is what we've got, and this is what we have to try to turn into a functional house. Emphasis on try, because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. The goal with this is to build the most normal seeming house possible. Like, I don't want it to be obvious that it's shaped like this. Like, if I were to play in this, I want it to feel like I'm playing in a regular house. I'm not really sure how exactly to do the bedrooms. Maybe we could have the bedrooms like this in the two different corners, and they could have a bathroom in between them. We're very limited on where we can build walls. You have to do them in very specific places for it to work. Like, I can't put a wall here even if I wanted to because it just doesn't let you. But I think this might be okay. It's not ideal to have the only bathroom be like through bedroom doors, but this will probably work. Okay, and then as far as the other rooms go, oh, maybe I could, oh, what the heck? I don't think I should be able to do that. How does that work? Maybe I could have an extra bathroom. That might be kind of nice, because then we could have a primary bedroom on one side. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna need to move objects cheats today. Maybe there could be like a bed in the middle, and then they have an ensuite bathroom. And then this could be like a kid's room with a couple of beds and they have a hall bathroom. I think I would prefer for it to not be clipping like that because the lighting gets really weird, right? Like, that doesn't seem worth it to me to mess with. Round walls are such a mess. Why is it doing that? Okay, I'm trying to think now about where the kitchen should go. I feel like it's not ideal to have the kitchen like right by the bedroom door, but sometimes you just gotta make do. So there could be a kitchen like that. Maybe the living room goes in this big open space because we could even have the TV, I don't know, somehow like that. Or maybe that's better for the kitchen because you could probably angle the TV a bit easier. You can't really put, oh my god, it doesn't want to slot. I was gonna say you can't really put the kitchen counters on an angle, but we can put the couch up against this. And it's not ideal, but it's fine. Like, we can make that work if we have to. I kind of had in my head that I could have the kitchen this way, but I don't think that's working either. What happens if I put the counters kind of clipping through the wall? Because I could potentially cover that with landscaping. Is that too far? That might be too far. If I put something taller, maybe it's fine. Obviously, it's not ideal because it's kind of clipping through stuff, but oh, how about there? We could scoot it in a bit more. That's not as bad. I can cover that with plants more easily. Okay. Let me rotate the whole thing as well because I think that I might put the front door right here on this side. So you'll enter into the house over here. You can actually fit a pretty big dining table in this space. It kind of works nicely. Oh, we could get oh my god. I just pressed a hotkey and brought myself to manage worlds. Okay, I was gonna say we could get a sliding glass door. Oh no, look at this, the green. Is there no way around that? Does it just do that no matter what? Why? I really wanted to have like a patio space or something in the middle. I guess if we picked a patio type that's fine enough to use as the flooring everywhere, it might be okay. Because we could potentially try to do like, I don't know, sometimes people have like polished concrete floors in their entire house. So we could do that on purpose and maybe we could try and make it like a cool modern thing. I guess realistically, the modern thing is probably good just because of the weird round walls. It's like easier to use these windows on the rounded spaces. Oh my God. It looks like actually so bad. Is that fine? No, it's not. It doesn't look fine at all. Yeah, I don't like these windows on the big curved sections. It's okay to me to have them in the smaller sections. Probably not in the bathroom though, right? We don't really want it there. Oh, maybe I'll use the door from the greenhouse kit. That's fine. And I was kind of thinking I'd have the front door like right here. I know it's like right in the middle, which might be kind of weird, but I don't really know how else to do this. Oh my God. It looks so bad. Okay, what if we got this though? Because that doesn't involve us adding any extra walls or anything, but it does give us kind of like a covered front porch. We're gonna have to use a lot of the same wallpapers everywhere because there's some weird things with it like fitting on the curves. We're gonna have to be kind of careful about wallpaper because you have to put it on the entire curve. So I can't really like custom place it, even if I want to. I do like those windows. I think that's pretty. Is that a different floor texture? Oh my God, I couldn't even tell. All right, I think everything's fixed now. Oh, you know what I'm just now realizing? I think if I just deleted the floor, I could have used whatever flooring I wanted. Okay, I fixed it, it's fine. Okay, but like in all seriousness, I actually think that this little wall is kind of starting to look good together. I didn't really expect this to turn out in a way that seemed good, but that's not that bad. I also think it kind of gives us a style to go for. I like this sort of purpley color. It's like a purpley beige. Oh, I like this kind of rounded coffee table. That feels pretty good to me, actually. Does that seem fine to you? I mean, it's not great. I don't love the TV being on this like curved surface. There's something kind of weird about it being up against it, but that's sort of out of our control. Obviously, I can't really do anything about the shape of the walls. That's sort of the whole point of the challenge. I'm curious about getting a couple of extra chairs. I know that that takes up quite a bit of space, but I sort of want it to. I also like the idea of a little table here because I want to put like a lamp on it or something. I want to look at some of the eco lifestyle shelving and stuff because this actually goes onto the wall. So I think that might be helpful in taking up some of the space over here. Oh, I don't know if I like that one. I do think that I'm right though about it being on the wall helping. Oh, it's not really on the wall. Look at that. Do you see how far off the wall that is? Okay, maybe not that then. Maybe we could do like, oh, I don't know. If I scooted this one, this one's obviously off the wall too, but it doesn't feel as bad because it at least is on stands on the ground. I think that maybe is too much furniture. That might work somewhere else though. We don't have to have furniture in like every little piece of the room. I need to remind myself that it's okay to have some open space. I just have such a tendency to like want to fill the whole place in, you know? I wonder if we could get more windows. Looks pretty bad from the front. I guess I could do more in the bedroom too. I kind of pictured myself using Dream Home Decorator for the counters. Is that how I had it before? I think so. Well, now I wonder, can I have the fridge over here? I have to pull it off the wall quite a bit, but I don't think it's that bad. Oh no. Look at how it wants to place the cabinet. Oh my God. Maybe upper cabinets are not really for us. Like perhaps this is one of those times where we should just not do that. I do have this and that might be okay. And then there's like a tile backsplash thing. Even that doesn't want to work. It also won't come in the right colors, I don't think. But here's the problem. If I try and do tile, you can only have it like right there. And maybe that's fine. Like maybe it's kind of cool to have tile just behind where the stove is and nowhere else, but I'm not really fully set on that yet. Emphasis on maybe. Like maybe it's kind of cool to have tile just behind where the stove is. People do that sometimes. I'm just maybe not fully sold on that yet. Oh, I can fit the trash can over there. That is good, I guess. I don't know how to angle this dining table. I want it to be in here, and I like the idea of it being in line with the windows, but also I don't think it's gonna be easy to do that, so maybe I just won't bother. Oh, I hate how these curtain rods look. I guess it's not that bad. It does kind of look rounded. Kinda look rounded. I do like the idea of these darker chairs, because we could probably use some darker colors. I think putting some of these will be nice, because we can have like some pretty hanging things down there. I like these pendant lights. I feel like that's kind of helping to make it feel more intentional everywhere. We can get a sink. Oh, I might even put a dishwasher because that'll fit. Oh, ooh. The dishwasher on some of the cabinet types is really weird, isn't it? I wonder what it would look like if I put it. Oh, you can't. Okay, maybe they just don't have a dishwasher because I actually like that cabinet type better anyway. It looks kind of cool like that. You have to be kind of careful about art too, because I don't know if you can tell, but that's like floating off the wall. So I want to have art right here because this is like the most ideal place to put it, but then it looks weird because it's not actually on the wall. small. You need something really skinny, I think, for it to be okay. Oh, maybe this will be good. I wonder what would happen if you put like 3 of those. Kind of make it into a gallery wall sort of thing on purpose. That's actually not that bad. And it kind of has that same color scheme that over here does. I actually sort of like the living space. I honestly don't even think that it's that bad anymore. What happens if we put a couple of big stones? Oh, this is a rug. Oh, I can't move it. There we go. Careful. That's a rug from the Riviera Retreat kit. I wonder if I put that in the patio space on purpose. I'm gonna try and bring in some other color, like some brick accents in a couple of places because we can't do it in that many places total. I'm also gonna want a thermostat. And maybe if there was another plant. My favorite plant in the entire game is that dine out one. I love how this plant looks. So maybe I'll put that in the corner too. And I guess I was using this tile again. I know I always use this Home Chef Hustle tile. I'm sorry. It's just my favorite tile in the game, okay? I really like how it looks. In here, the goal is to get a fully functional bathroom in a really small space. I'm gonna use the university shower that kind of hangs on the wall. I don't know what color. Maybe that one. And there's like a snowy escape little wall decoration thing. This, I'm thinking about this. Oh, I don't even know if they can get past that actually. In my mind, I thought they could, but now I'm not so sure. I might bring a sim just so I can test it real quick. Look at how silly it looks from up here. That's embarrassing. All of this work for a house that no one's ever gonna use. We're like wasting a really nice interior color scheme on a ridiculous build. All right, Liberty, can you use this toilet? No, the sink is what's blocking it apparently. I wonder if I could scoot that over though. Because it's possible that if we rearrange this ever so slightly, it might actually work kind of like this. Can you use it now? No? Can you get in here at all? Can you use the shower? You can use the shower, but not the toilet? Why? Oh, she used it that way. Okay, how about this shower? Oh, that's fine. The bathroom's fully functional. Oh, she also has no money. That's my bad, hold on. I never understood why this didn't come in plain white. Like, why isn't there a solid white swatch of this item? It's actually messed up of them to do that. Sorry, as I'm recording this, The Sims just posted a laundry list. This might not seem like a bad thing, but to me, it's a bad thing. This laundry list is a list of like bug fixes for the next patch, but I have been convinced for months that there would be a patch today for like the 10th anniversary of The Sims 4, and they're instead talking about a list of bugs for the next patch. So that's, wow. I'm gonna hold out hope that there still could be something that happens later, but I'm not so thrilled about that. I'm gonna try and focus on the build because I'm actually really sad. No, 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 no. Oh my God. If the game had crashed just then, it's like it heard me complaining about The Sims. I would have started crying for real. Okay, well, I'm gonna put a shower tub combo in here because functionally, it's just really nice to have full shower tub combos in Sims builds. It's just nice if you have like a dog or a toddler or somebody that you have to bathe for your Sims. And then I'm gonna put 2 sinks. Although I guess they probably can't use that one, can they? Maybe just 1 sink. Oh, that's kind of nice. That's actually a decent sized bathroom. Okay, so we've got most of the main space figured out. I'm gonna do the primary bedroom next. You know what? This bed kind of has round energy because of the way that it's shaped. I want this size down. Oh, sorry, false alarm. It worked that time. I'm sorry. I'm overreacting. Oh, maybe this could be good. I'm really shocked by this laundry list thing. I know I'm posting this video later on, so maybe by the time you're seeing the video, there was like a real update or something, but I'm just like, I'm really surprised. This whole time I was convinced there would be a patch today. And I had in my head that it was gonna be like a big patch with a lot of free content. Yesterday was the actual 10th birthday of The Sims 4, but it was Labor Day, so they weren't in the office. So in my head, I was like, they're gonna do a huge celebration on Tuesday. Perhaps I'm a clown. Maybe I was wrong this whole time, and I was a fool for getting my hopes up, but I really thought something was gonna happen. Okay, well, I'm gonna put a desk in this room. I find it really useful to have computers in my Sims builds, so I tend to put them in like pretty much every single house I build. I also tend to put them inside of the bedrooms just because there usually is space in there. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, let's do that, and maybe I could put like a little plant or 2 on the shelf, maybe some books. Ooh, I don't like those. The high school years book stack is maybe a little bit more, I don't know, neutral, I guess, in color. Yeah, they're meant to be textbooks, but the color scheme kind of matches a bit better. You see what I mean? I actually kind of like the shape of this room. We just can't really put anything on this wall. Like, it's just hard to use that space. I know I use this dresser all the time, but it's so useful because it's so skinny me. It like kind of fits anywhere. So I can put that dresser there. Maybe we could get a really comfy chair in the corner. I like the idea of a comfy chair and like an ottoman in front of it. Only if I can get them the same color though. If they can't be the same color, then it's not fine. This is Dream Home Decorator, right? The ottoman is like fuzzy and nothing else is fuzzy. Why do you do this to me, Sims team? Why can't everything just match? Oh, maybe we could use like this thing. No, that's weird. No. Oh, what about a mirror? Because there could maybe be like a fancy standing mirror that fits in the corner. I don't know about this glowy one. Although it's kind of rounded. Maybe that makes it cool. I actually don't hate that. That's a nice room. I would sleep in this room. I wouldn't love my background being my bed, but it's fine. I like it. And that leaves us with just the kids' room and then the full exterior to figure out. I like the idea of picking like kind of a fun wallpaper. I don't know if this one is a good idea, but I think that could be kind of cool for the kids' room. Does this come in sort of a blue or a peachy color? No, not really. Oh, look at that. That's a slightly closer blue color. It isn't the same still, but it's better. So maybe we could use that on 2 of the walls, or we could do, oh, no. None of the greens are gonna match. Mistake. I made a mistake. Help! Give me the wallpaper back. Okay, I want to pick 2 beds. Ooh, let's use that kind of fun peachy color. I don't really know about them being in the corner like that. The roundness is so hard to work with. I really don't know how to do this. Maybe if we kind of scooted them like this. Obviously it's not ideal, but this might be the best way to use the shape of the room to our advantage. What if we had 2 different animal lamps on each of the nightstands? And maybe we could have a couple different fun posters. Oh, not that one, that's too big. Or something like that. That kind of helps to bring all the colors together. That's like the exact colors we want, sort of. Okay, what else can we do? What if they get a giant dollhouse over here? I'm kind of trying to think about what things are fun to use that I never put in my builds. So giant dollhouse seems like fun, and I could probably give them a dresser if we just stick it in the corner. Or maybe the dresser goes along this wall. It looks so weird with it clipping like that. Does that come in lime green? Yes. Okay, I put some toys in the corner. We've got this thingy right here. I feel like that might be good for the layout of the house. And now I want to think about this patio. I'm gonna kick this sim out though, because I don't want it to be fall anymore. Landscaping is key for us, because we need to put something to cover the weird donut shape. We have to like hide this somehow so you can't tell. When you walk up to the front door, I want it to seem relatively normal. Now that is a very big task, but I'm gonna try to do it. There's a lot of these oak trees around, so I'm gonna put some of those around the lot just to help fill it in. But then I want to do some smaller ones closer to the front door. I want some more greenery like right here. The way that I normally landscape involves using like some of these bushes, but you can't really do that when the place is round. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. I guess, well, maybe if I put this in close enough, we can kind of layer them a little bit. That might not be so bad. How do you feel about this so far? I'm thinking about maybe putting a lot of plants down. I know it's like classic lilsimsie landscaping, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just thinking that might help, because it does fill in a lot of the space. I guess maybe if I do that, I should have put the same bushes on this side though. I really don't know about these bushes. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. Okay, I'm filling in with some smaller, just greenery type of plants to take up some more of the space. I'll move the mailbox over. I don't think that's so bad from the street view. It's pretty bad from up here, but just don't think about that part too much. This is also like classic Simsy energy, but I really like to put the gravel roofs on. I've been doing that a lot recently. I think it looks good. Okay, so in this little patio space, I think I might put up some trellises. I think this kind of helps just to have some more interest on the side. And then I want to get a grill. I'll probably put that in the corner. You know what might be kind of cool? I wonder if this fits. These fairy lights are the exact correct width. So we could totally use those if we wanted to. We do have to be a little bit careful because they want to clip. But if I scoot them forward a bit, that's not clipping so bad on the interior. It's just like a tiny bit, like right there, and that's fine. Oh, I would like to use this with the umbrellas, but it doesn't really want to fit. We can put a little candle on the table. I'm trying to like scoot things into corners just to leave myself a lot of space. I'm interested in maybe having a bar as well. I actually don't really know which one is best for us to use. I think it would be nice if it looked like it belonged outside. Some of these are just kind of like pop-up bars, but I don't really want want that. That one's maybe fine. Oh, I guess this one might be the best thing to do. Oh yeah, that's not so bad. We could probably use that. And then we can maybe get some planter boxes sort of around it and in front of it, because then we can have some more landscaping back here. Maybe last we just put an easel. Okay, there's a lot of skill building items. We've got all this fully functional space. This is not that bad. The last thing I'll do is just add some terrain paint as kind of a finishing touch. The terrain paint also does not want to work correctly. I don't know if you can see how it's placing, but I can't put terrain paint in those little jagged edges. Oh, Sims 4, I do not know how I feel about you sometimes. Okay, well, I guess with that, the donut house is complete. It's really weird, but hopefully it was fun to watch still. It was an interesting experiment for me to try and do, and it was definitely a challenge. It's on the gallery as the donut house if you're looking for it. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this one. I love to do build challenges like this, so if you enjoyed it, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Also, hopefully you're watching this from a brighter future, because I really, really, really hope that it's not just the laundry list today. I will be genuinely so sad if that's true. 10 years of the game and they haven't even posted like a happy birthday thing or anything. We've got nothing to celebrate. I can't believe that. But anyway, have a good rest of your day and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody.